Hey Geminis, welcome to your 2026 General Tarot reading. Thank you for being here with me at Birdsong Musings Tarot. My name is Coco, and if you are new here, welcome into the channel. I hope that you consider subscribing and staying updated on the future readings that I put out. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. Now, this is a general reading, so it's not a private reading. It's not going to resonate and connect with absolutely everybody out there all of the time who has a Gemini sun, Gemini moon, or Gemini rising in their birth chart. So I do highly recommend that you consider checking out your sun, moon, and rising readings for the year of 2026 just to get a full picture of what's going on. We are going to look at the general theme, what you can expect in the new year. We're going to see what you'll get more of in 2026 that you had in 2025, the overall lesson. We will also get advice for you in 2026, advice for how to close out 2025, how you can best prepare for the new year, and then we'll get some tarot cards. There's going to be a lot of information, so do stick around. I'm going to pull the cards first here. We'll talk through some of them, then we'll pull your tarot cards and see what else your guides are saying about the new year. So let's get into it. When I was meditating on your reading, I was getting a cleansing kind of energy, washing your hands of something, washing away something. You might feel like that in 2026. Let's see what's generally happening for Geminis in 2026, the general theme, what they can expect. Ooh, okay. We've got two cards here. The number 8 is very important because you've got 8 twice. The first card is wishing well, number 48. And number 8 come together. Yellow is the color of both of these cards, yellow and blue. So that might be your favorite color. That might be significant to you. Wow, yellow and blue again. Number 16, all that glitters. Interesting. Maybe seeing that all that glitters is not gold. There's something about treasure. Because I'm like struggling with these cards right now. There's treasure twice here. Interesting. All right, let's see what you'll have more of in 2026. All right, you've got 2 cards. Let's see. Snow. This is kind of like a winter vibe. Rest and contemplation. So it's going to be a restful, calm year. And B, community, cooperation, and sweetness. Lovely. I feel like that's a good omen. What are they learning? Thank you. 29, keeper of endings. Keeper of endings. What else are they learning here, these Geminis? Okay. So you've got keeper of endings and keeper of solitude. Both very also similarly colored cards. Some dark hues here. You may experience some kind of separation with somebody or some part of your life, some chapter of your life. What is your advice for these Geminis, please, across 2026? In 2026, what are you advising them to do? Okay. Be patient. That is your advice. Be patient. We'll talk more about these cards in just a moment. Let me just get all of them out here. Heal. In the year of 2026, I feel like the number 8 is going to be important. The number 8 is about progress and movement, but it's also about rapid change. So the number 8 in numerology, it's all about building on the foundations you've already established. I see you doing that with a person in your life. You've got come together, so you may actually be meeting somebody in 2026 that you are starting something new with. The wishing well is a new desire, new expectations, new manifestations. You're putting your coin, like you're flipping your coin into the well, and you're making your wish. But the thing is, I feel like this wish is not all as it seems. You can see in both of these cards, in 2 different decks, here's gold and it's glittering and it's pretty, but there's masks. There's masks with it. So I wonder if there's somebody in your life who wears a mask, this person that you meet, or maybe you are struggling with taking a mask off. Maybe in the year you are learning how to shed a mask that you wear. Maybe it's a mask that you use to hide your authenticity. Let's see, what is this All That Glitters card about, please? Okay, some cards fell on the ground. We'll take this one. Temperance, this is about healing. The other card here that came out is the Strength card, the 8 card. I feel as if this is about walls that you might have up, Geminis, walls that you have built around yourself to keep yourself safe. Temperance is about healing, and it's about moderation. It's the healing waters of calm and serenity, but it's mostly about not having too much of anything, really having that nice balance in life. And I feel like you are either coming together with somebody new, or you are coming together with a side of yourself, actually, what's coming through here, which is so fabulous. I love this message. There's a side of yourself that you are reuniting with. You may even be reuniting with a friend, a good friend, somebody in your life who was once quite important to you. I'm not sure what this is, but I just feel like this is you healing something very important about how you show up in the world, especially around community, how you show up in front of people. And there's something new that is beginning on the horizon for you, either with this relationship, with this person you meet, or with this new era of showing up differently in the world. The All That Glitters card speaks to things always not being as nice as they seem. So you might meet some people in 2026 who seem really fabulous. You might think that they are people you want to keep in your community because you've got this B card that speaks to community, cooperation. So this is something that you are experiencing more of. There's more social networks coming in for you in the year. There's more connections you're making. You are meeting new people. You're branching out. And in doing so, you may need to drop a mask. You may need to show up more authentically than you ever have before. All That Glitters here also speaks to commitments and things in your life that you may reach to make or reach to take in 2026 that just don't really work out the way you thought they would. And that's perfectly okay, because your advice here is to be patient. It says you are not patient enough. Patience is not about doing nothing. Patience is knowing profoundly that nothing can be done to change the situation in the present moment. Wait, and the inevitable will materialize. And it's funny because you've got this keeper of endings and also the keeper of solitude. You're being encouraged to get some massive alone time in the year of 2026. And actually, these are your lessons that you're learning. You're learning how to exit. I was just told you're learning how to exit gracefully. You're learning how to leave situations that looked great. You know, when you first went into them, they looked great. And you're learning how to turn around and say goodbye to them, these situations, to people, whatever it may be, before it gets ugly, before it gets chaotic and distressing and, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? I feel like you are learning how to say no. You're learning how to use your boundaries, and you're learning how to accept when things are done, when chapters of our life are over. And the Keeper of Solitude tells you that it's going to be potentially a year where you learn how to balance alone time with social time. I know that Geminis, you are very social people. And it's funny because you've got this community card in what you'll see more of, more community, more connections. But at the same time, you've got the Keeper of Solitude. So what is that saying? It's like this balance, finding this balance between when you need to be alone and when you need to be with people. When are you feeling most authentic to yourself? Do you feel like you gain energy from seeing people? Do you need to get more alone time to get your energy back, to get back in touch with yourself? I was just told that there's a time of your life in 2026 where you're going to feel lonely, And it's important not to let that, it's a space of time. I'm just getting that it's like 1 month to 3 months, 1 month to 4 months, depending on, who you are and what your situation is. So 1 to 4 months of a period of time where you feel alone, where you might just need to get more alone time actually in that period of time. And it's not like anything bad. They want you, they being your guides, your spirit guides, they want you to see this as a time of contemplation, of reflection and rest that is much necessary to you. And it's necessary because there's a need for a better balance between these two parts of you. Your advice is to heal. Heal as you move into the new year. Now, this is such a general, broad thing to say. Okay, just go heal. So I'm going to actually read the message from this guidebook for you. So the message is that healing comes in many forms, not just through medicinal or energetic means. Sharing food, music, and stories, or even just providing a change of scenery or environment are a few ways that you can help yourself. Honor the process. Be patient, because it takes as long as it takes, and that journey may take longer for some and should not be rushed. Be patient and allow time for the healing. So you are going through a healing process. Let's see. What are these Geminis healing? What are these Geminis called on to heal, please? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, thank you. It's your confidence. It's really about how you show up in the world. They're just giving me this air of somebody showing up in a way, like walking into a room and just owning who they are, owning how they look, owning what they do in their career. There's something around that. It really feels like owning how you look. 7 of Wands as well. There's the boundaries and walls that I was picking up on before. You can see this person feels attacked by other people because there's people here with their, I don't know what to call them, their wands, I'm going to say, because it's the wand suit. Their wands are on fire. They're kind of feeling attacked by all these people. Because of it, you're feeling like, I've gone through it. I've been attacked. I've been criticized. I've been ridiculed. And I want to leave that behind in 2025. And so in order to leave that behind, I need to heal the hurt first. I need to heal my confidence issues, my self-esteem issues, my body image issues before I can move on. Because there is something about ending a way of showing up that you have previously. Okay, so now let's see what the tarot cards are saying for us here. Okay, that card was like dancing. Oh, I love to see this. So you're leaving a time of your life in 2025 where you may have struggled with money. Maybe that's what this is hinting to. Money struggles, because there's something new happening in 2026, and it's definitely got to do with a new perspective on money. You're making a lot of progress financially. In 2025, you were building the foundation of your wealth. You were maybe starting a new job and just kind of going up the ranks, patiently, diligently doing what needed to be done, learning new things. The 4 of Pentacles is somebody who values stability and longevity. So you may have been putting down roots in a new place or just building on what was already there, but it's in a way that there's not so much abundance here. The 4 of Pentacles is very kind of scarcity mindset coded. They're really holding on to everything they have. They don't have many savings, but they feel like this is the best they can get. So maybe in 2025, you had to change things up so that in 2026, you're making more money or you are in a higher position at work. You may have just really put in the discipline and consistency at work, and now you're getting a promotion in 2026. I see you making a lot more money. Not a huge amount of money, like nothing insane, but like something that keeps you well sustained. And the Knight of Pentacles is the same diligent energy. So you're still working hard towards your goals, Strengths for these Geminis, please, in 2026. the star. You are working towards goals because you've got the star in your sight, your North Star. And let's see the challenges for these Geminis in 2026. What are the challenges? Yeah, they're just telling me body image. Or not even body image. Maybe like your hair or the way you look. I don't know what it is, but it's something with that. Yeah, it's this defensiveness. It's exactly what I was saying before about the walls, the boundaries that you've built around yourself. You can see this Nine of Wands. They literally have built a little boundary for themselves, and they feel tired of having to deal with something, tired of showing up paranoid and unsure, uncertain. They can't see the end of something. Maybe you're struggling to see the end, but there is an end. There is an end to something here. I'm not sure if you can hear the wind blowing so much outside. The wind just it was just a big gust of wind when I said that. Three of Cups. Yeah, that community. Your community and your social circles, your friends, your friendships, your relationships with the people you go out with, the people you see on a daily basis, that's changing. You may actually lose a friend in 2026, but it's okay though, because you're protected, because all that glitters isn't gold. So it's actually like protection and redirection if that happens for you. And you may feel, as a result of something that happens with a friend in the new year, you may feel defensive or afraid to go out on a limb and meet new people. But actually your guides don't want you to feel that way. They're saying it's an opportunity to meet new people, to kind of say, okay, goodbye to that chapter, goodbye to that friend, goodbye to that part of my life. It was great while it lasted, and now we can move into the new. You've got the universe on your side. I really feel like that's the truth, because the star is in your strength. The star being in your strength means that your healing is taking center stage in 2026, and it's bringing new good things into your life, and it's making you aware. And I was just told it's maturing you. It's making you feel more mature, or this 2026 is going to be a year that's a big turning point for you in terms of maturity. And you can be, you can be 70 years old and still maturing, okay? I feel like we are constantly learning, constantly growing, and growing up for that matter. And you're doing so in a way that's spiritual. You're getting more in touch with yourself. I feel like you're settling down a bit more into your own energy. Just the sense I get here is you not being so, how do I put it? Okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. Yeah, sure, I'll do this even though I don't really want to. I'll do you this favor. I'm running around all the time, It just feels, 2026 is a lot more grounded. Like I feel your energy kind of grounding and sitting in like your heart a bit better. I don't know if I'm explaining this well enough. I hope that makes sense. What are your hopes for 2026, Geminis? Oh, Justice. You want balance. Absolutely. I feel like that is something that you are striving for and will achieve. Balance between work and personal life. Balance between social life and alone time. If you have a legal situation or a court situation pending, I feel like you really want to resolve that in 2026. And you've got the Six of Wands underneath, which makes me feel like you will resolve it. Not without its fair share of work, but it feels like you'll be victorious with it. What are your fears in 2026? What do you fear about 2026? Knight of Swords. Oh, okay. They just told me running amok. Afraid things will get out of hand. Things will run amok. You may be afraid of some kind of communication from people. I don't know what the running amok was. I don't know if you're afraid of like things getting really crazy, like the pace just being really quick in the month. I feel like you do want a slower pace in general. And I feel like you'll have that. So don't worry about that. But there's also communication from a person that I feel like you are a little bit antsy about or a little bit trepidatious about. What's coming through now is that it feels like you fear the transition, you fear change, and moving away from people or a chapter of your life. Like you fear that. And I don't blame you. Change is not fabulous, especially when like it's change that is brought on by external circumstances. But I do want to say you are learning how to say goodbye gracefully and learning how to exit when it is best and most needed. In 2026, lastly, how are you guided to behave amidst all of this? Yeah, don't fear the change. I feel like it's good. 10 of Pentacles, they want you to be community-minded. Think about your community. Reach out to your family and friends. Don't be afraid to make new connections. They want you to focus also on building your wealth. I feel like you are doing that. And there's something here about the star. So you have a goal in mind, whether it be financial. I feel like it's tied to your home. So you may actually want to buy your own home, buy your own apartment. You may want to, I don't know, like move and get a longer lease somewhere else that's nicer. Whatever that goal is for you, you're encouraged to go for it. Your guides want you to know that they're supporting you with that. And being generous, I was just told, there's that 6 of Swords. Yeah, being generous with your time and energy when it comes to your community. Also with the 6 of Swords, this is the change. This is the transition that they want you to make. They're saying, we know you fear it. It's okay. Even if you don't fear it particularly, but like with endings, if you're nervous about saying bye to an apartment, if you're nervous about quitting a job that you know doesn't work for you anymore, they want you to know that you are supported in this change. They're saying it's going to bring you to brighter days, brighter things. It's going to support you in your long-term journey, but I'm just being told here that it's short-term, it might not make sense. Okay, so short-term, this might not make sense to you, but be patient. It will make sense in the long run. They're just telling me it's not going to make sense immediately, but like trust it. You have to trust it. Okay, so that is all I have for you, Geminis. I really hope this was a helpful reading for 2026, and I wish you the best of luck in the new year. I'll see you for the January 2026 general readings that I put out towards the beginning of the new year. So take very good care, and I will see you soon.